125. COHR. Watch for that. Next move down. VRT. First move down. Retrace. I mean, see this pattern on several things, so be careful here. DoorDash. Same pattern. Can we break it and go higher? Sure, but just be careful on all those. IONQ. Dang, look at that rip. Another one, CSIQ. This one has a potential setup for coming up here. Got to break through that downtrend of highs, though. Right there. If we can break through, sets up the bigger upside potential. And if we're bullish, 32 up there. Snowflake looks like we want to hit the roadmap line again. FSLR. Still have that target up there. We're coming up on the deadline at the end of the year for solar stuff right now for the subsidies. Monday, potentially bottoming out here. Can we reverse it? There's ABC right there. Can we reverse off that? I don't know, maybe. Let's see. SanDisk. 124, I guess, next upside. This is going absolute bonkers exponential. Stocks just don't do that without having a big consequence at some point in the future. Be careful. PLTR announcing some new technology, new deal with British government. Some sort of new software, some sort of new technology deal, $1 billion with the UK government. They already had a deal, but biggest UK government deal ever. But we're still in the uprights for an A, B, C correction. I would be cautious there. Nice, potentially going to play out into the roadmap line. Builder's first source, getting a correction. First move up. That could, this could retrace to a 618 and hold, or it could even go lower low. Not sure which one. It's kind of looking like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get a 5 lower low. Shopify. And probably set to come back up to the all-time high around 175. Crisp. I had drawn this potential just to chop in here. And MP. Was that enough? Consolidation, retest of the breakouts to kick it on up to 96, maybe. Stuff that was dropping, decliners. Ooh. DRI, let's see. First move, second move, third move. We're in the potential bottoming zone. May come a little lower to 180. And then turn higher. Of course, it can keep going too. Like, that's the danger here. Ilway. Back to the roadmap line. Look at bounce. That's one heck of a gap it left in there. Same on DRI. AMD, I want to see this come back at least to the roadmap line, if not down in here. Talked about that for weeks. TSM. Be careful. Kind of at a high here. This can come back to the roadmap line, or at least to the breakout again. Or just to the prior consolidation. So prior consolidation, breakout, and roadmap line. Support, support, support. Target 313 on the upside. ARM, lower highs. Be careful. This can result in a bigger downside again. NUE, and looking for that to bottom right in where we are, 134, and take another trip higher, 170. In NetEase, that was the target. Watch for a giant pullback. Baidu, chopping in here, but probably going even higher. Next major resistance right up here. these highs. And then the 618 of the bigger bounce there. Once we get above 200, this thing could rock and roll. We could be up in the 400s. Cracker Barrel. They posted some videos on social media. Oh, look at that. I tell you what, right there was the target. Put it on there. Despite the videos they posted on social media, taking the new signs down, putting the old signs back up. Now we could potentially bottom in here and turn higher. First sign that we're going to go higher, be a break above that, then the roadmap line, then that, and then a break above that. Now we could come on down just a little bit lower. I've actually got my alert sitting right there, like 46. If we do that, it sets up this potential for that area, which I don't know about you, but 3x my money, it sounds pretty good. Cocoa potentially topping out. Watch for a retrace back down. How much is coconut water worth? Let's see. Jeez, crackers. $2.3 billion for coconut water. Wow. Good at marketing. Baba, potentially breaking out. If we can get through that 618, unlocks the door for a larger 410 upside here. The yin and the yang, looking like we can break on out to 68 to 77. And a bunch of leverage stuff. There were no tickers on the list for setup for entry today, so bummer. Looking up here at expectations, well, 6,800. That's kind of a next big potential, and if we might turn down anywhere in here, it's just gonna be a grind if nothing else. If we're gonna go all the way up to 7,000, we're just probably gonna do that for a while. And at the climb speed we're going, could put us up there first quarter. Probably got a bigger pullback in here somewhere. But we don't have to. We could just keep grinding. That's what we did out of COVID. We did this big pullback, big rip back, a little bit of volatility, and then just a grind. This pullback and the one we did on Liberation Day, basically the same. Could expect the same sort of results. I mean, could push it to 10,000. That'd be absolutely wicked, right? We did the same move that we did off of COVID lows. Wild. Still expect below 4 before we go above 7, but that just throwing that potential out there. Where could I be wrong? There you go. Don't bet against the bulls at this point. If you put the hedges on, probably should close them. Probably going higher. All right, everybody. Have a great day. We'll be back. Yeah, reboot. This the internet here is complicated. Anyway, I got dual redundant systems, and I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a fallover. Maybe we went back to who knows which one we're on right now. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you again